Hello everybody, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the government scheme session. So the scheme that we are covering today, it has been recently, just on 8th of December 2023, it has been launched, and the name of it is Amrit Dharohar Capacity Building Scheme 2023. So basically here a particular component under this particular scheme has been launched. However, Amrit Dharohar was launched way back. It was mentioned in the it was mentioned in your budget. All right, so we will understand like what is this Amrit Dharohar and what is the scheme about. It's a very short scheme, just a new update, you can say it has come under it. So we are going to understand, right? But before that is an announcement for all the aspirants who are preparing for central regulatory bodies. We have come up with one stop solution guide to all the queries that you must be having regarding the organization that you would want to join. For example, if you want to know more about RBI NABARD SEBI, you can get all the detailed information in these e-guidebooks along with the hierarchical structure, how does it contributes to India's economy and whatnot. After that, I'm sure you would want to know about the recruitment process. So how many phases are there, what is the pattern of each phase, what is the syllabus, what is the previous year cutoff trend, and what all the questions that you have regarding the eligibility criteria and the qualification that is required, everything has been comprehensively covered. And at the end we have also given some steps that you can follow on your own if you're going for self study, and if you follow those steps, definitely you're going to make it to the organization in your very next attempt. So do not miss the opportunity. You can download these e-guidebooks which are free of cost. Good morning, Fanny. So now let's start. Okay, so this is the scheme. This is the news. Basically Ministry of Tourism ki news hai. It says that kicks off Amrit Dharohar Capacity Building Scheme 2023. Okay, and the scheme has been launched from us Ramsar site, which is your Sultanpur National Park. It is in Haryana. Okay, so this scheme has been launched on 8th of December 2023, where capacity building will be done. Capacity building is nothing but something skill will be provided, vocational skills will be provided. Now what sort of skills will be trained or will be given to them, and what are these Ramsar sites? First let's understand, right? Because throughout the scheme it just focus on the Ramsar sites or the wetlands. Okay, so you should have a better idea, like, or a clear idea what a wetland is. Okay, so if you look at this term which is wet land, okay, so simply there is a land, as you can see there's a land which is always wet, or most of the time of the year it is wet. Okay, as you can see in the picture, so you can imagine such areas. Okay, and please in winter in monsoon season, if you look at roads where water is it is clogged, that is not a wetland. Okay, it's a natural place. Okay, what happens, the topography of that particular area is like such that the water, even from the runoff water that is there, or maybe from the subsurface water, it all gets connected and it just gets collected in a certain area. As you can see in the picture, right, there is so much water that is available in that particular place that it comes out of the surface of the land. Okay, and there it gets collected. If there is excessive water, then that excessive water will move out of this particular system in the form of streams. Okay, but otherwise, as you can see in the picture also, the water always stays there. So this is known as a wetland. Okay, and it has a huge role to play in our economy, because there is a lot of there are a lot of you can say aquatic animals that exist there. ठीक है, यहाँ पे aquatic animal exist करते हैं, and also it plays a major role. As you can see, a lot of trees are there, right, to have a check on the carbon emission, right? So it has a very important role to play in our environment, and that is why the government all across the world, they wanted to conserve it. Okay, for that regard only they came up with a convention known as Ramsar Convention, and it happened in your 1971. ठीक है, कहाँ पे हुआ था? There is a place in Iran. ठीक है, so there's a place in Iran with the name Ramsar itself. Okay, now because this convention, it happened in the Ramsar area or the Ramsar region or place, city of Iran, that is why the name the name was given to such sites, such land is what Ramsar sites. ठीक है, कि आपकी ये रामसार साइट है. आई होप इट इज क्लियर टिल नाउ. व्हाट इज दिस रामसार कन्वेंशन? द रामसार कन्वेंशन which happened in 2nd of February 1971. Okay, I'm sorry, it's 2nd of February 1971. There it was decided by the government all across the globe. Okay, that they will conserve the wetland as it has important role to play in the environment. ठीक है, so that was the case, and the name that was given was Ramsar sites, right? Because कि आपकी जो Ramsar जो क्योंकि रामसार में कन्वेंशन साइन हुई थी, दैट इज वाई सच साइट्स आर नोन एज रामसार साइट्स. Currently in India we have 75 Ramsar sites. ठीक है, this is the current data. Currently it's like December 2023, right? So till now it is 75. It may increase maybe if you are looking it afterward. ठीक है, तो अभी currently we have 75 sites and we have to conserve them. ठीक है, now what happened under the scheme? So the under the scheme, which is capacity building scheme, or you can say Amrit Dharohar, government they decided that definitely we have to follow this. ठीक है, we have to conserve the wetland. We are part of a convention, but along with that it would be better if we can integrate tourism also there. ठीक है, तो eco tourism को introduce करने के लिए, ठीक है, if you some of you must have gone to safaris, you must know that in safaris you get a guide, right? Or maybe in any tourist place you go, you find guides, right, which tell you about the history and about all the interesting facts of that particular area, right? So under the scheme the government aims that on one hand we will definitely conserve sites, but we can generate eco tourism, we can generate some money, right, to invest there, to conserve the sites, right? And for that ecotourism is promoted, and this ecotourism, what will be done under the scheme, which is capacity building scheme 2023, people will be chosen from the community which lives around the wetland. Okay, so people will be selected and they will be trained and they will be then become the certified nature guides. Okay, and then they will act as a guide, and whenever people or tourists will come, they will impart the information that they have. Okay, so this is the aim about it. Now there are some basic things that we have to know. For example, the launch year, so of course that is 2023, okay, of capacity building scheme 2023, where the livelihood will be generated, okay, of people. It is under the Ministry of Tourism, of course we can expect, because people will be trained so that they can act as a guide, so it is Ministry of Tourism. But this particular project, it is with collaboration with another ministry. Now if you have to imagine what can be it, right? So it is Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, of course, okay, because we are doing this activity training for the environment case, okay. That is why Ministry of Tourism, it is in collaboration with Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, okay. Aim kya hai? It's easier to understand, to build capacity, basically to give them that training, okay, to local community members around the different Ramsar sites. I hope by now you understand what are Ramsar sites. They will be trained, they will be skilled so that they can act as guide, okay. Ab this thing, dekho, Amrit Dharohar, we have understood that it was launched way back during the, it was mentioned during the budget, and in 2023 June, Ministry of Forest and Climate Change, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, they officially they came up with it, okay. And this particular part where ecotourism now has been added, it is under Ministry of Tourism, right? But there will be certain agency which will be training the people, training the local community, right? So there will be a certain agency which will on the ground root level, they will work for it, right? So the implementing agency here it is Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management. So it is you can say it's a department under the Ministry of Tourism only, ठीक है. तो Ministry of Tourism has given the responsibility to the Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management to train the local community so that they can be certified guides, ठीक है. तो इसमें क्या होगा, देखो, on one hand we are protecting, of course we are protecting the environment, but on the other hand we are providing the employment, right? We are providing the alternative livelihood opportunities to the local community which live along the Ramsar sites, ठीक है. And here how many will be selected, ठीक है. So 30 participants, they will be identified from the local communities, ठीक है. After that they will be imparted with the training, and subsequently they will act as a, they will get the certification as a nature's guide. तो इसमें learn करने के लिए क्या क्या था हम पे, capacity building launch 2023, ठीक है. And after that it falls under Ministry of Tourism in collaboration with Ministry of Forest and Climate Change. Apart from that, implementing agency Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management. अभी तक इतना था. Apart from that, 30 participants will be selected, ठीक है. So now we have understood there are 75 Ramsar sites, right? So everything cannot be implemented everywhere at once, right? So that is why currently government, they selected 5 priority sites, okay. So they have selected these 5 sites, and in these 5 sites only first this implementation will be done, and afterwards this program will be further spread to the different Ramsar sites, right? So what are these 5 priority sites currently? It is first of all your Sultanpur, okay, which we just looked at from where it has been launched, right? It's in Haryana, it's a national park, right? Then we have Bhitarkanika and Chilika, which is in Odisha, okay. And after that we have Yashwant Sagar and Sirpur, which is in Madhya Pradesh, right? So these are the 5 sites, one in Haryana, which is Sultanpur, 2 in Odisha, which is Bhitar, Kanika and Chilika, and 2 in Madhya Pradesh, which is Yashwant Sagar and Sirpur, which will be under the particular sites. Currently they will be prioritized, and after that it will move to the other sites. Okay, I hope it is clear till now. Now what is this Amrit Dharohar? Let's have a brief understanding of it. Okay, so this has been announced as a part of this year's budget with by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change during जो आपका June 2023 में. ठीक है, vision क्या है of this particular scheme? ठीक है, so the vision over here is to promote the unique conservation values. ठीक है, देखो same चीज़ है which we have already done. ठीक है, Ramsar sites में, and here the employment opportunity will also be generated, and the local livelihood it will also be taken care of. ठीक है, अब importance किस में, emphasis किस में? Of course we have understood कि wetland के conservation के लिए emphasis दिया जाएगा. Along with we have to include the local communities over there, okay, as the caretaker of the system, because देखो they are most connected, right? They are the most connected ones to the to the sites, right? So that is why they will be taken care, they will be chosen as the caretakers for this sort of ecosystem. Okay, and this Amrit Dharohar, this particular, it falls under the green growth, okay, and it is one of the 7 priorities of the budget. देखो government this year they came up with the 7 priorities, ठीक है, where the financial inclusion was there, ठीक है, youth participation and the development was there, infrastructure भी इसका एक part है. So there are 7 priorities that were decided in this year's budget, and under that there is one green growth करके also. ठीक है, so this Amrit Dharohar, it falls under that green growth segment where we have to conserve the environment, we have to move towards the carbon neutrality, right? Government they have this aim to achieve, to have the carbon neutrality, right? So this Amrit Dharohar will focus on that definitely, and this can be, of course, can be achieved by the conversion of the various ministries at center level, at state level, right? Other institutes that are working for it, and all the authorities. ठीक है, तो इनका एक common cause है, for that it will be there. ठीक है, now this particular Amrit Dharohar, the thing that has been expected under it, it will be implemented for the next 3 years. So this important another point that we have understood. ठीक है, अभी तक जितने हमने देखे, Ministry of Tourism देखा in collaboration with Ministry of Forestry. ठीक है, we have looked at the implementing agency. 30 participants will be guided, will be trained under this particular program, that is capacity building, right? अब Amrit Dharohar में the thing that you can keep in mind is, one, of course you can understand we have to conserve the environment, right? It comes under the green growth, and when we say environment, we are emphasizing on wetlands. Please keep that thing in mind. ठीक है, फिर green growth है, ठीक है, which is part of your 7 priorities of budget, next 3 years में implement करना है, and with the convergence of various ministries. So it's a very short scheme, as I said before, and that is all in this. ठीक है, so here's a homework for you all. I want to know, like, it's not direct part of the scheme, but yes, it's very important if you're going for such kind of exams where a descriptive portion, descriptive examination is part of it, right? The descriptive exam जिसमें आता है, writing आती है, in there it's very important component to understand, right? So what are the 7 priorities of budget? ठीक है, सप्तऋषि नाम दिया गया है. I want you all to research, do a little bit research on it and share. ठीक है, these are the toppers of last session. ठीक है, Amar, Hardik and Mishra, Sapna said the right answer. That is all in this video. If you have any doubt, any query, do ask me. I'll definitely reply. And if you want me to cover any scheme, do let me know. And for more such videos, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can get the PDF of this channel from a Telegram group, the link of which it is present in the description below. Now Durga is asking, ma'am, combinedly 30 guides for all 70? No, Durga, for each site there will be 30 guides that will be there, right? For example, abhi just Sultanpur hai. In Sultanpur 30 people will be selected, and from the and then these 30 people will be selected for those guide, because you can imagine, right? Tourists can be there won't be just one tourist at a single time, right? They would be coming at their own timings at a particular place, right? So 30 tourists at a certain place. Ma'am, your video is not proper, please check. Right, actually what happened, the light, it just went off, and because of that green screen, it has just become black. I'm so sorry for it. Okay, but if you can't understand anything, do let me know. I'll definitely make that clear. And so I think that is all in this video. If you'll be having more doubts, please comment down. I'll reply to that. Okay, so that is all. Thank you everybody for joining the session, and all the very best for the exam.